Hello and welcome to my personal list of ranking all the waifus from Senran Kagura from worst to best. I'm specifically looking at Estival verses, and I'm also pulling a little bit of knowledge I've gained from outside of this one game. This is going to be a long list, and pretty much all of them are attractive, so I will be focusing more on their personalities as I saw it. If you disagree, just call me a cunt in the comments and leave a downvote. I'm not looking to hook up with some old woman. Honestly, that's the only reason she's here at the bottom of the list. If she was 40 years younger, then I'd be much more interested in a quick fling at the most. This is nearly dead waifu material, only worth it if she's rich and leaves you most of it. At least she's able to beat the shit out of her granddaughter with a giant smoking pipe. She also wears a shuriken to tie up her hair, which is pretty badass for anyone. Emu is kind of cute, at best. The only problem is she ain't into the pole, which is depressing, since she has a huge one which can grow in length and girth. You can tell she cares a lot about her friends. Wait, she only cares about Miyabi? Never mind. Of course this game had to have a lolly. Thanks, Japan. Now the FBI is knocking at my door. This particular lolly finds herself this low, not because of her body, but mainly it's because of her personality. She has a bigger cannon than I do hidden under that dress. I'm sorry, girl, but I don't want to take huge purple bullets to the face. I'll need plastic surgery, not a warm shower after that. The one thing going for her is that she is an otaku. We could nerd out over some things before, and then she beats me up because I only watched the anime, and I didn't read the manga. Daidoji is kind of a reverse trap. She has gone way too far down the road of manliness. You don't need to grow a dick to be a strong, independent woman. And someone needs to let Daidoji know that. Kafuru is a double-sided blade. She is kinda cute and has a dolphin. On the other hand, she has RBF, except minus the R and the F. It seems like due to her petite body, she belittles anyone who she considers intellectually lower than her. So she doesn't have the best body or the best personality. At least she could have worked on one of those things. I don't know why her sisters don't Cain and Abel their situation and leave Kafuru in a nice ditch-up state where all the annoying siblings go to play when they become a big pain. At least Renka could blame it all on poor Hanabi. Take her out back, make her look at the flowers before pulling a George and Lenny. Sorry, that last sentence had a lot of reference in it. And it shows throughout the game. She seems to treat many people poorly, especially her sister, but at the same time she shows guilt and regret because of how she treated her older sister before her death. But looking at these three kids and their emotional and behavioral problems, it makes me wonder about how their parents raised them, or if they were abandoned. I mean, messing up 3 kids in a row? That's gotta be enough for the government to come in and enforce mandatory sterilization, right? Eugenics! Despite being annoying, Riona has 2 great personalities. I'll let you guess what they are. At least she can turn herself into a bowl of tempura udon, which will at least make it easier for me to eat her. Miyabi is a tomboy to the max. When I went frantic the first time playing as her, I was surprised to see she was actually not growing a dick. Thank God she doesn't have one, because it would definitely be bigger than mine. Ryoki can be a kind and sweet girl, or she can beat you to death with her own coffin. Let's just hope there aren't any worms inside of her. That's not the wiggling my dick likes to feel. See how much age can influence your opinion on someone? Take away the cane, grandkids, and wrinkles, and it'll get you all the way from worst to the 10th worst. Despite that, Jasmine is still a smoker, which is a huge turnoff for me, watching all those truth commercials and all. Fuck that though. If someone wants to kill themselves slowly over several decades, let them. Let's just make sure no one else gets sick by making it mandatory that they put bags over their heads. Minori is cute and stupid. Two traits I like in a girl. I can ask her to suck on my lollipop, and she can ask why it isn't so sweet, before she decides to bite it. It only takes a couple licks to get to the center of this Tootsie Pop. And please, no shortcuts. Cute and stupid? This sounds awfully familiar. The question is, what's the difference between Hibari and Minori? In my opinion, Hibari is smarter, and she doesn't seem to eat as much candy. She's also quite useless on her own, and she depends on Yagyu to help defend herself. Ren is quite hot. At least that's why I'm guessing she leaves half of her breasts hanging out. She is shown to be smart and attractive, but her depressing worldview gets to me. Good accepts few, but evil accepts all. Pretty downer way to look at it, unless you're thinking about what type of prostitute to get. I consider Yagyu to be kind of meh in the looks department, but she has a good heart. She is strong and dependable, and always there to support you. That is, of course, if you are Hibari. If you're anyone else, you can go fuck off. Hanabi is an idiot, but just making her think can cause her to explode. It would be like dating a more mature Megumin, except with a hammer and no chuni. I can at least get her to not think and let her experience a different type of explosion. Haruka is always fiddling with drugs and robots that she is making. She is smart and can care about people. It would be a lot of fun to watch her fuck around with other people as she gave them weird drugs that make them act up. She may end up doing that to me though, which is not okay. Drugging other people is fine so long as I'm not involved, or compared to Bill Cosby. Also, if I broke her heart, she may end up burning me alive like I was Joan of Arc. Girl. I don't know if this girl is Christopher Nolan's Batman or a legit vampire with all those bats she can control. I bet that even vegans would get pissed off if you get hurt by her fighting style, since she uses bats. And nothing should be done using animal labor, right? And what type of person makes a game like Boob Rock Paper Scissors? That's some weird shit, Japan. Please send me some more. As long as she doesn't try to bite too hard, I bet we could have a bloody good time. Someone please put me out of my misery. This is a strange one, since Kagura has two forms I've seen. A cute little kid, which is more suitable as a daughter, or a grown-up, which is more suitable as a waifu. Because of this, I'm going to ignore the child and just focus on the adult. She's pretty. I honestly know nothing about her personality. That's it. Hikage is pretty, with those cat eyes, devoid of love and hope. Hot. While she would be fun to have some alone time with, you would never really be able to engage her on a deeper level. Her lack of emotions just leaves her very lacking in my opinion. Surprise! Another cute girl. At least Ayame knows how to be very cautious with her money. That's why she always throws it to hit enemies. No wonder she needs to run the shop. She has to sell 1,000,000 yen worth of goods just to have enough money to pelt the enemies with. I think she listens to too much Daniel Tosh. Wait, can I put Daniel Tosh in my tags now? Fuck yeah. Naruka is interesting. She is kinda like the dude from Beelzebub, in that she needs to look after this kid that's not hers, and that baby is hella strong. As such, we can see that she does a good job of raising kids. Being a step-parent is often compared to taking over a lease, but I think of it more as carrying someone else's dog's shit. I have no love for that thing. I don't ever want to touch it, let alone carry its shit. At least we know that Naruka's good at playing with balls. Here, go fetch. Katsuragi, or Katsu, is the pervert of the group. It's hard to blame her though. Surrounded by all those pretty girls, it's hard to try not to cop a feel. But next thing you know, you're suddenly up there with Kevin Spacey, claiming you don't remember. At least Katsu and I have common goals. She could be the Weinstein to my Louis C.K. Now here's a girl that loves to shove things in her mouth. Unfortunately, mainly their futamaki rolls, but she may want to try something else later. She's a very vanilla character. She has no real personality besides happy, optimistic, hopeful. She's like Naruto, minus being an orphan. Just a normal, bland anime character. We go from no personality to two of them. Without her mask, Murakumo is shy and bumbling. She's quite adorable though. With the mask, her balls must drop because suddenly that voice goes lower than mine. Her mask is her security blanket. With it, she is strong, but without it, she only wants to get it back, even if that means leaving a group competition. On top of that, her animal is a wolf, and despite all the dog jokes I make, they are the best. Now this is where the true waifu list begins. Yozakura is great. She stays on topic and can give out discipline as needed. That being said, she can also relax and have fun as seen in the anime. I just hope those gauntlets of hers come off. If she tells me to bend over and relax because she got big knuckles, I'm out. Rinka is the best of the Mikagura sisters, but considering the competition, that doesn't mean that much. She's said to be against cutesy things, which immediately is a no-go for me. But then she has such a cute smile while fighting. Pretty hypocritical. She also has a great sense of humor, so who knows, maybe she could help me writing these scripts. Yumi is truly a snow queen, because Yumi means snow in Japanese. Forget it. She's cool and strict, but under all that ice is a warm heart. Well, it could be cold. You know what, for all I know, it pumps ice through her body. She can be callous, but also very caring to her teammates. Let's just hope she doesn't need an ice pick for that heart, assuming she can find it. Ikaruga is a great girl. Much like Yumi, she is shown to be both strict and caring. One of the differences that I'm aware of, though, is that Ikaruga is apparently a good cook, and I would love to fill my mouth with whatever she puts in front of me. Homura is a tanned girl. She, like many characters, has a dark past that involves revealing her identity as a ninja to a teacher she likes. He ends up trying to kill her, which leads to her killing him and being thrown out of the good ninja society, yada yada yada. This is the one problem with her that I have. Why in the world do you think it's a good idea to reveal who and what you are? She may be a tan-skinned beauty, but she's not that well developed in the brain. Also, she looks like she's pretty tan in her flashbacks. Did she go to the tanning salons as a child? I didn't realize that even Japanese kids wanted to look like Donald Trump. Now here's a girl who can live on a budget. Yomi knows a lot about food, specifically bean sprouts. In fact, only bean sprouts. While her obsession with them is kind of off-putting, I would find it kind of cute. On top of that, I do like bean sprouts. And the best part is, I never have to worry about meeting her parents. Murasaki is best girl. I hear people talking about how Futaba is the best waifu of Persona 5. Personally, I think Kawakami is. But then I take the exact reasoning for Futaba and apply it to Murasaki. She's a huge gamer, which is incredibly nice. And on top of that, she's just so fucking adorable. She has huge social anxiety issues and is very soft-spoken, often skipping school and locking herself in her room. She pretty much only will talk to her stuffed bear, I'm guessing. Anyway, when I look at her, all I see is cuteness. Look at that adorable smile. And better yet, listen to her singing.
歌を学びたい
There's an old meme of wanting to protect, see smile, and something else, and all of those are checked for Murasaki, unless the last one is lewd, in which case I will hunt you down. You don't lewd angels like this. Well, this has been my ranking of all the girls from Senran Kagura. Please leave a like, subscribe, and all that stuff. It would be really helpful. I'm recording this last part right after I finished editing it for the most part, and it took quite a while. Anyway, if you disagree with my list, please put yours in the comments and explain why I'm an idiot. Anyway, thank you all.